The topic is dating a young guy versus an older guy. Pros and cons. Young guys, probably from 24 to 32, and older guys from 35 to 45. You know, at some point in every girl's dating life, you tend to experience that charming, good-looking, older, experienced guy walk into your life and sweep you off your damn feet.
Oh my God! Wow!
Well, if this is your first time on this channel, honey, please click the subscribe button below and hit that notification bell so they will keep you notified every single time I post a video. And I always do once in a week. We're gonna try and compare and contrast the two, and just identify maybe why they act the way they do and stuff like that. So I think let's start with the first thing, which is responsibility. I kind of feel like older guys have more responsibilities than younger guys. Probably like a more demanding job, and even kids. So this tends to make them a bit more unavailable. Like unlike the younger guys, the lesser you go in age, the probability of him not having a child yet, but even if he does, he probably doesn't have a demanding job like that, or he's just starting out in his career. So this makes him a little bit more available. Now, for an example, you can the younger guy is the guy you're like, babe, what's up? When do you get off work? Get off work by 5. Let's go see a movie. And you're sure that is happening. Unlike the older guy, you say, get off work by 5, let's go see a movie. And he's like, okay. But you're not sure if that is going to happen because something can come up in between all of that. So, and those things may require more of his attention than you and that movie at that point. So there's so many things around him that are rivaling your position, or if not even more important than your position in his life at that point. So for the younger guy, less responsibility. The pros is the fact that he's more available for spontaneous activities, and the cons is the fact that he's just starting off in his career. The possibility that he's probably not yet that financially stable, so he won't be able to spoil you, but take you to the fancy restaurants that you like to go to, buy you the kind of gifts that you probably want at that point, and just like give you those things that we women love that wow us. And for the older guy, having more responsibility, the cons is the fact that he's not that available for you at that point, especially for spontaneous activities. And the pros is the fact that he's probably in a stage in his life where he's more financially stable, so he can give you the fancy treats that you like. He can take you to the very nice restaurants that you like to go to. They are very good at gifts, so they give you those expensive, nice gifts that just wow your mind, and trips and all the things that girls like to have. You have to check your love language and decide which one you can tolerate and which one is very important for you. And secondly, I kind of feel like younger guys have this young enthusiasm towards love and relationship in general. Like if a young guy really, really loves you, he is really in love with you and he's down for you. Unlike the older guy, correct me if I'm wrong, or am I the only one that actually thinks and feels that older guys tend to have serious trust issues? I kind of feel like the men in this age bracket tend to have serious trust issues. And this may be because of the one or two relationships, marriages or divorces that they've gone through in the past. So they're usually so suspicious of you, as if you're going to do something that an ex did, and this makes them a bit laissez-faire towards the relationship. Not like they don't desire companionship. Of course they do, and they will get it because they know how to get it, but they are just a bit laissez-faire or cynical when it comes to relationship and love in general. I mean, if I'm the only one that think this, please let me know your views in the comment section below, and I mean, let me learn from that too. And then thirdly, I feel like younger guys are more open-minded and willing to meet you halfway. For an example, these are the kind of guys you can say, oh babe, get into my selfie, or let's make a dance video. They are able to tolerate your craziness, kind of. He can be working and you interrupt him with something so irrelevant, and he stops with his work and attends to you and gets back to it. But the older guys are more kind of set in their ways. They are set in a certain routine, and there is time for everything around them. So once it's not time for this, it's really not time for this. So if they mapped out a weekend or a week for you, there shouldn't be another extra day attached to it unnecessarily, and he will be in the fun state for that period in time that he mapped out for you, and after that he's just like back to his work self, and you should just understand that he's back to his work self. So they are not people that meet you halfway. They literally, if you're in that kind of relationship, you almost have to like tilt your schedule to fit his. It's not like, let's meet each other here. It's like, I'm right here, I'm not changing where I am. You come all over there from there and come meet me here. You have to work your schedule to fit theirs, work your timing to fit theirs, work your emotions to suit theirs, work your whatever to suit theirs, because they're already set in their ways. So you have to go and be in that way. They're not gonna change that way to the other way because of you, baby. Fourthly, I kind of feel like older guys are more experienced than younger guys. I mean, I'm not saying there are no younger guys that are experienced. I am not saying that there are no younger guys that are financially stable. I'm not saying, I mean, there are situations that are the otherwise. That, like for an example, there are older guys that have almost zero experience. But in most cases, older guys tend to have more experience than younger guys. And to me, that can be a plus, because he can give you advice in so many parts, things that you're doing in life. He has experience career-wise, life-wise, relationship-wise. This makes them quite reliable and comforting. They're somebody you can go to for any issue that you're having, and he will be able to tell you something that will be useful that you can use to solve that problem. Unlike the younger guys are usually so inexperienced. Like, you literally have to communicate everything about you, because he doesn't even get, sometimes he doesn't even know that you're angry, but you're angry. He doesn't even know what your body language is saying, but he's saying something. Like, you're just in a growth stage. And that can be quite frustrating, because normally women are a bit more mature than guys. They mature faster than guys. So when you're with a young guy, you're like 5 years ahead of him or something. So you're literally having to work him on the path of growth. Just normal things that girls expect that you should just understand. He's so inexperienced about that. He's so inexperienced career-wise, life-wise, choices that he makes, decisions that he takes. Like, inexperienced. Now, the pros of this is some girls actually like that. That way, they they grow with you. They want someone they can grow with. They grow with you, they build with you, they are your experience. Not like you have experiences and there is no ex that you have to be dealing with in your head up and down. While the cons of that is that sometimes it can be really, really frustrating because you tend to find out that you guys have issues over very irrelevant things. He's so bad at conflict management. He doesn't know how women react and how to handle them. So you're almost like you have to do a lot of communicating. You have to do a lot of fights through things that are not even relevant. It's almost like you're dealing with a younger brother, even if he's 2 or 3 years older than you, but you're just more mature than he is. So you have to be so patient to be able to walk him through that stage that he is in life. But the older guys, they are very much experienced. The pros of this fact is what I mentioned earlier, which is the fact that it's quite reliable, it's quite comforting. You can go to them with the issues that you have and they'll prefer ideas to you. There are people that you can start up and strike any conversation with and you guys will flow so well because they have a head full of ideas, head full of experiences, and they can actually guide you. They're almost like a guardian. You have a guardian in a lover, which is so protective, and girls tend to like that. But the cons of that is the fact that because they are very much experienced, they know how girls think, they know how girls are wired, they know how to break through your barriers. They are almost like 10 steps ahead of you. That is why they can play the young enthusiasm towards love that the younger guy has when they are with you, but once in the relationship, they just go back to who they are.
I am the one, the way your son don't need.
They'll handle conflicts so well, you'll be deeper in love with him. They will tell you the right things that you want to hear. They will say the right thing at the right time. And that can be bad. Why it's a con is that if by mistake you get into a relationship with a player in this age bracket, my darling, he will play you so well that you will almost think you are the problem and something is wrong with you. Meanwhile, he is the architect of it all. So these are the pros and cons of dating a younger guy versus an older guy. There's so many more. Please leave your comments down below. I really want to read what you guys are writing. So now we've dissected what makes them act this way and why the younger guys are like this and why the older guys are like this. It will help us manage the relationship better. So please, I want to know your views. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification button. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Question of the day: younger guy versus older guy. Which one would you pick any day, anytime? Let me know in the comment section below. Bye. See you next week.